Hello, gorgeous souls. You are about to witness something live, and you are here today with myself, Jules O'Neill, and Kate has come in. Now, Kate is brand new to my work. She hasn't had any experience of it, and so the purpose of today's video, the next lot of shots we do with Kate, is to show you what you'll learn for yourself, what actually happens inside a women's wisdom workshop. So we are going to be using this chart. I'm using it, which is what you get when you come to a workshop. And now I'm going to ask Kate, the purpose that we're going into today is to give Kate awareness, to show you how awareness can heal, and to show you how you can transform, by using your body, how you can transform your emotional stress so that you can really discover more of who you are. So Kate, tell me, where can I start? How can I give you awareness?
Well, I was thinking at home about it earlier, and I thought there's 4 major things, you know, the relationship and my artwork that I've always wanted to do, and my working life. I think the biggest thing for me would be self-esteem, and I realised that every day of my life I am constantly seeking reassurance that I'm an okay person. It sounds a bit, wow. It was hard to explain. I was trying to think, how do I find the words? But it affects, like generalised anxiety. If you can get away with a bit of anxiety in life, then that's okay. But when it affects your everyday life, and this does affect my everyday life, I think my self-esteem levels have become so low that I'm constantly seeking reassurance and trying to figure out what people need me to be or how I should be acting, and I just feel like I'm not really in touch with my true self.
Okay, so when you get, that was really well explained, because a lot of people right now will be really relating to low self-esteem and how much it affects them in their relationships, in their mothering, in actually stepping out and being their creative self, which is the things you've brought to the table. So if we start, now women's wisdom isn't a one-hit wonder. It's designed to give you awareness of what the low self-esteem is actually saying to you, and then as you become aware of that, all of a sudden the low self-esteem, just like the old part on a tree or a plant, falls away, and the new part, which is what we're about to discover in Kate, grows. And so that's the transformation that you get when you're working with tools like this. So low self-esteem is enough for us to use Kate's body to find out what we can do, what Kate can do. Now, as I'm self-muscle testing, I'm actually testing Kate's body through her energy. And this is what you'll do at a workshop on each other, and we'll just go right in and watch right on and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a choice to see if we start with balancing Kate's hormones, and it's not there. We have a choice to see if we need to balance any energy in Kate's home, and it's not there. So it's something in her belief system, it's something deep within her core. So we're going to go straight in there and have a look. So the first emotion that I'm going to get and ask you to talk about with us is bored. So somewhere you're stuck in boredom. Where are you feeling bored? You've got to be really honest here. Where are you feeling bored?
In home duties.
Okay, so now that's the first thing that came to Kate's mind, but it's not actually that. And so when you're working with awareness, you need to get in accurately, which is where the self-muscle testing really helps, and understanding how to use this system really helps. It's no use having a safe with 6-number combination and I've only got 5 numbers, so no, it's not that.
Okay.
Not to saying that you're not bored there at all, but it's something else we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Boredom. I think it sounds crazy to say in the place we live, but I do feel bored in life because I feel like I can't get in touch with the thing that I love.
That's it. Okay,
yeah.
What do you love?
I'd love to be creative and be the artist I always wanted to be.
Okay, so you're actually bored in life, like in this location. When you say location, are you actually talking, by the way, we're on the Sunshine Coast, just letting you know if you're watching. Is it the Sunshine Coast?
No, I feel like it's the life I'm living with my family life. There are issues with my relationship. I have 2 amazing kids. One of my children is on the autistic spectrum, so that brings new challenges as well. But I feel squashed because the lifestyle that I I would like is not there, and that's nothing to do with money or wanting, you know, material things. It's about the everyday life.
Get it.
And
You've lost yourself.
I've lost myself. I've completely lost myself, and I can't be the person I need to be.
You can. Okay. Now with the boredom, there's a reactive behaviour. Because a lot of the times we're actually shut off from emotions. We actually don't let ourselves emotionally feel, because it can cause a lot of uncomfortable things, but that's for another video. Right now we're going to test how Kate, her major reaction she falls into when she's experiencing this boredom, where she's lost herself and can't really pursue her creative art. And so that falls defensive is what comes up. So straight away we can kind of relate to it. You can see where you're defensive.
Yeah.
Where do you think you're defensive? Share it with these lovely people.
Defensive. You mean like a sort of reaction to the other people in my life, that becoming, I have a defensive nature?
Yeah.
I think I always, I think my husband said, and people have said in my past, I'm on the defensive all the time.
Yes.
And that came to, again, I think that connects also with my self-esteem, in that if they bring something up, I was always going, well, I was about to do that, or I was about to do this. And it's about a kind of reacting and feeling like I'm not doing the right thing, so I'm defending myself constantly. Absolutely. Does that make sense?
It so makes sense, Kate, because what happens when we're stuck on the negative side of our patterns and programs, which is what you are in the boredom, then when you're defending, what you really want to say authentically is, thanks guys, you've just reminded me that I'm not living the creative life I actually want to live. Thank you. But instead, that's buried behind you because you don't think you're allowed. So you're trying to defend your position, but what's going on behind? And this is what sort of builds up over time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And eventually hurts us. Eventually hurts our organs, our senses, our relationships, our friendships, and we don't feel great. But there's help on the way. All right, so the next thing what we're going to do now, and Kate's body is actually doing this, we're going to ask Kate's body, in her awareness, what she can focus on feeling rather than the boredom. And so what comes up here is detached. So something Kate's going to take away from today, from this little session we're doing, and we will catch up again with Kate to see how it works, if she has any feedback for you guys watching. So where do you think you need to be detached?
I've always had an issue with separating things in my life, like work and home life and things like that. So I feel like I need to be able to detach myself from...
We're looking for something else. So go somewhere else. What do you need to detach from?
I think it does come down to my relationship.
That's it. Okay.
As much as I've had a struggle there admitting that.
Well done in admitting it. Because as soon as we release these, there's so much assistance for all of us, not just you or not just anyone else, but all of us. When we really get to the core of what it is authentically, it's like these star beings just come straight in and start helping us. Your higher self can start to talk to you. So knowing it's your relationship, that doesn't mean you want to leave him and pack your bags. Not today anyway. We don't know if we're going to go there. And hopefully we don't, because a lot of these times working with this work, you don't have to break up. It's just stuck. You're just stuck.
Yeah, I do.
So
I feel very stuck.
What do you need to detach from there, do you think?
He, I don't want to sit here and start doing a blame thing.
Absolutely
but I think there's definitely a clash in that I sense from his part that everything that he researches and knows, and he's very smart, he's either better or he knows more. So anything that I say or do is kind of down here. Okay. He maybe projects that a little bit, so it can be quite condescending in nature.
I have something that can so help you on this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get your action, and then we're going to do part 2 of your issue, awareing of time, of course. Because what you just said is something in my 15 years or 20 odd years now of treating professionally happens so much, and I'd like to explain it to you and on camera when what you're exactly saying. So I'm going to get your actions, so we know you want to detach from your husband's point of view on things.
Yeah.
Yep. Because inside you want to live a creative life.
Yep.
And instead of defending that anymore, or thinking it has to be better than what you think, or it has to make millions of dollars, or you have to have all the answers straight away. The action that you want to take is express equanimity. And that means being able to hold it together in stressful situations. So just sit still. We're going to cut this short now, and then we're going to come back for part 2 with Kate on her issue in wanting to express her creativity but stuck in the boredom and losing herself in family life. Thank you.